Every time you eat, something invisible begins happening inside your bloodstream. Carbohydrates are broken down into glucose. Your pancreas responds by releasing insulin, the hormone responsible for helping that glucose leave your blood and enter your cells. But when someone has diabetes or insulin resistance, this system may no longer work efficiently. Glucose can remain in the bloodstream for too long, silently placing pressure on the blood vessels, heart, kidneys, eyes, and nerves. And here is the surprising truth. Improving your meals does not always require expensive supplements, complicated recipes, or unusual ingredients. Some of the most powerful additions to a blood sugar-friendly plate may already be sitting in the vegetable section of your local grocery store. Non-starchy vegetables generally contain fewer digestible carbohydrates than foods such as bread, rice, pasta, corn, and potatoes. They also provide water, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and protective plant compounds. Fiber is particularly important because your body does not digest it like sugar or starch. It can slow digestion, support fullness, and help reduce how quickly glucose enters the bloodstream after a meal. That does not mean one vegetable can cure diabetes or replace medication. But when these vegetables regularly replace refined carbohydrates and highly processed foods, they can become valuable tools for creating more balanced meals. In this video, we are counting down 10 of the best vegetables for people who want to support healthier blood sugar. You will discover how they affect digestion, insulin response, inflammation, heart health, and appetite. You will also learn practical ways to prepare them without covering them in sugar, flour, or unhealthy salt. And stay until number 1, because it is inexpensive, available almost everywhere, and so low in carbohydrates that you can add a generous amount to many meals. For most balanced meals, the American Diabetes Association and the National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases recommend filling approximately half the plate with non-starchy vegetables. 2. Numbers D9 mushrooms and zucchini. Number 10. Mushrooms may not be brightly colored, but do not underestimate them. They provide volume and a satisfying savory flavor while containing relatively little carbohydrate. This makes them useful for people who want a filling meal without adding a large glucose load. Picture what happens when you replace part of a large serving of pasta, processed meat, or creamy sauce with sautéed mushrooms. The plate remains satisfying, but the overall meal can contain fewer refined carbohydrates and fewer calories. This may make it easier to control portions and manage body weight, which can be important for insulin sensitivity. Mushrooms also contain fiber and various plant compounds. However, their greatest practical advantage may be their ability to make healthier food taste richer. Slice mushrooms and salt them with garlic, black pepper, herbs, and a small amount of olive oil. Add them to eggs, chicken, soups, vegetable bowls, or salads. Avoid deep frying them or coating them in thick flour-based sauces. A vegetable can quickly lose its blood sugar-friendly advantage when it becomes a delivery system for refined flour and excessive oil. Number 9. Zucchini. Zucchini is one of the easiest vegetables to use when reducing refined carbohydrates. It contains a large amount of water, along with fiber and micronutrients. Because it is mild in flavor, it absorbs spices and works in many different meals. The water and fiber add physical volume inside the stomach. This can help you feel satisfied without consuming a large amount of carbohydrates. Zucchini can also replace foods that usually produce a stronger glucose response. You can turn it into zucchini noodles instead of regular pasta. You can slice it into thin layers for a lower carbohydrate lasagna. You can roast it alongside fish, chicken, or tofu. Another option is to combine zucchini with onions, mushrooms, and peppers for a vegetable-rich breakfast. But be careful with packaged zucchini chips. Some are covered with starch, breadcrumbs, sugar, or large amounts of oil. Fresh, grilled, roasted, or lightly sautéed zucchini is usually the more useful choice. The goal is not to eliminate every carbohydrate. The goal is to build a plate where carbohydrates are controlled and surrounded by fiber, protein, and healthy fats. The CDC notes that combining carbohydrate foods with fiber, protein, or fat can slow the rise in blood glucose. 3. Numbers 8 and 7. Green beans and asparagus. Number 8. Green beans. Green beans are different from dried beans, such as kidney beans, black beans, and chickpeas. Dried beans are nutritious, but they contain more carbohydrates and should normally be counted as part of the carbohydrate portion of a diabetes-friendly meal. Green beans, however, are generally treated as a non-starchy vegetable. They provide fiber, color, and crunch with relatively few digestible carbohydrates. This makes them an excellent side dish for replacing fries, white rice, or large servings of mashed potatoes. When fiber enters the digestive system, it does not rapidly become glucose. Instead, it can slow the movement of food through digestion and support a more gradual release of energy. Try steaming green beans until they are tender but still slightly crisp. Add lemon juice, garlic, herbs, or a small amount of olive oil. They also work well in soups, stir-fries, and salads. When buying canned green beans, choose an unsalted option when possible. Otherwise, drain and rinse them to remove some of the sodium. Avoid traditional preparations that cover green beans with sugary glazes, fried onions, or heavy cream sauces. The vegetable is helpful, but the preparation method still matters. Number 7. Asparagus. Asparagus is another low-carbohydrate vegetable that brings fiber and valuable nutrients to the plate. Its fibrous structure requires more chewing than soft, processed food. That may sound unimportant, but eating more slowly gives your digestive system and brain more time to recognize fullness. Imagine two plates. The first contains a large mound of white rice and a small piece of meat. The second contains a smaller serving of rice, a source of protein, and a large portion of roasted asparagus. The second plate contains more volume and variety, while potentially delivering a smaller carbohydrate load. Roast asparagus with garlic, black pepper, and a little olive oil. You can also steam it, grill it, or cut it into eggs and salads. Try not to overcook it until it becomes extremely soft. Keeping some texture makes it more enjoyable and may encourage slower eating. Green beans, asparagus, and other non-starchy vegetables can help fill the plate without contributing as much carbohydrate as grains or starchy vegetables. 4. Number 6 and 5, cabbage and bell peppers. Number 6. Cabbage is inexpensive, versatile, and frequently ignored. But for someone trying to improve blood sugar, this simple vegetable can become a powerful replacement food. One of the biggest challenges in diabetes management is not simply knowing which foods are healthy. It is finding meals that are filling enough to prevent constant snacking. Cabbage provides both water and fiber. It can occupy a large part of the plate without delivering the concentrated carbohydrates found in bread, pasta, and many packaged foods. Each crunchy structure also slows the eating process. You can shred raw cabbage into salads and slaws. Use vinegar, lemon, herbs, and a small amount of olive oil instead of sugary bottled dressings. You can saute cabbage with garlic and onions. Add it to soup or roast thick cabbage slices until the edges become lightly brown. Red cabbage offers additional colorful plant pigments, while green cabbage has a mild flavor that combines easily with many meals. Fermented cabbage can also add flavor, but check the sodium content, especially when purchasing sauerkraut or other packaged fermented vegetables. Number 5. Bell peppers. Bell peppers add natural sweetness without the concentrated sugar found in desserts or sweetened beverages. Red, yellow, orange, and green peppers provide vitamin C and different protective plant pigments. They also contain water and fiber while remaining relatively low in carbohydrate. This colorful vegetable is particularly useful for people who feel that a healthy diet is boring. The bright colors make meals visually appealing, and the natural sweetness can help reduce the desire for sugary salt. Slice bell peppers and eat them with hummus in a controlled portion. Add them to scrambled eggs, salads, soups, fajita bowls, or you can also stuff a pepper with lean protein, vegetables, herbs, and a modest amount of whole grain or beans. The important word is balance. A stuffed pepper containing vegetables and lean protein is very different from one filled with large amounts of white rice, processed meat, and cheese. Remember that blood sugar responds to the entire meal, not only to one ingredient. Colorful vegetables provide different nutrients, which is why health authorities encourage eating a variety rather than relying on only one vegetable every day. 5. Numbers 4 and 3. Cauliflower and broccoli. Number 4. Cauliflower. Cauliflower may be one of the most useful carbohydrate replacement vegetables available. It can be chopped into cauliflower rice, mashed instead of potatoes, roasted as a side dish, or blended into soup. This is important because many people try to control diabetes while continuing to build every meal around large servings of rice, bread, pasta, or potatoes. Cauliflower creates a different possibility. You do not necessarily need to remove the carbohydrate food completely. You can reduce the portion and combine it with cauliflower. For example, mix half regular rice with half cauliflower rice. This reduces the total carbohydrate density while maintaining a familiar texture. You can also mash cauliflower with garlic, herbs, and a small amount of olive oil. This creates a comforting side dish without requiring a large serving of potatoes or butter. Cauliflower belongs to the cruciferous vegetable family. These vegetables contain fiber, vitamins, minerals, and plant compounds that support overall health. But preparation remains crucial. Cauliflower covered in breadcrumbs and deep-fried is not the same as roasted or steamed cauliflower. Cauliflower pizza crust can also contain added starch, so always read the label rather than assuming it is automatically low in carbohydrates. Number 3. Broccoli. Broccoli is one of the most recognizable vegetables associated with healthy eating, and it deserves that reputation. It provides fiber, vitamins, minerals, and sulfur-containing plant compounds. It is also low in calories and relatively low in digestible carbohydrates. For someone with diabetes, broccoli can support meal control in several ways. First, the fiber and volume help create fullness. Second, replacing a refined side dish with broccoli can reduce the total amount of carbohydrate entering the meal. Third, broccoli supports a more nutrient-dense eating pattern, which matters because diabetes increases the importance of protecting the heart and blood vessels. Steam broccoli lightly, roast it with herbs, add it to soups, or include it in a stew. Try combining broccoli with a protein sauce such as fish, chicken, eggs, tofu, or beans in an appropriate portion. Avoid boiling it for so long that it becomes flavorless. When vegetables taste unpleasant, people rarely continue eating them. Roasting broccoli until the edges become slightly crisp can create a much richer flavor without needing sugary sauces. Cauliflower and broccoli are specifically included among the non-starchy vegetables recommended for diabetes-friendly plate planning. 6. Numbers 2 and 1. Kale and spinach. Number 2. Kale, dark leafy vegetables are among the most nutrient-dense foods you can place on your plate. Kale provides fiber and important vitamins and minerals while contributing very little carbohydrate. It can help transform a meal that is concentrated in starch into one that has greater volume and nutritional variety. But many people prepare kale once, dislike its tough texture, and never try it again. The secret is preparation. Remove the thick stems before using raw kale. Slice the leaves thinly and gently massage them with lemon juice or a small amount of olive oil. This softens the texture. You can add kale to soups, eggs, bean dishes, smoothies, or roasted vegetable bowls. When adding kale to a smoothie, avoid turning the drink into a sugar bomb. A smoothie containing kale, water, unsweetened yogurt, and a controlled portion of berries is very different from one containing fruit juice, honey, several bananas, and sweetened yogurt. Number 1. Spinach. The number 1 vegetable on this list is spinach. It is not a miracle food, and it will not erase the effects of a high-sugar diet, but it may be one of the easiest vegetables to include consistently. Spinach is extremely low in digestible carbohydrate and provides fiber, folate, vitamins, minerals, and protective plant compounds. Because the leaves shrink during cooking, you can add a large handful to eggs, soups, curries, or stir-fries without dramatically changing the meal. You can also use spinach as the foundation of a salad. Add cucumber, peppers, lean protein, seeds or nuts in a modest portion, and a simple dressing made with olive oil and vinegar. Here is one of the most useful strategies in this entire video. Before adding rice, pasta, bread, or potatoes to your plate, fill half the plate with spinach or another non-starchy vegetable, then add protein to approximately 1/4 of the plate and place the carbohydrate food in the remaining quarter. This visual method can be easier than counting every calorie. However, individual needs still matter. People with kidney disease may need personalized guidance regarding potassium. People using warfarin or similar medications should keep vitamin K intake consistent and discuss major dietary changes with their healthcare professional. And anyone using insulin or glucose-lowering medicine should monitor their glucose when significantly changing carbohydrate intake. Medication sometimes needs adjustment, but that decision should be made with a qualified medical professional. The ADA identifies dark, leafy vegetables such as spinach and kale as low-carbohydrate choices that fit well within the non-starchy section of the diabetes plate. Build a plate that protects your future. Let us quickly review the 10 vegetables: mushrooms, zucchini, green beans, asparagus, cabbage, bell peppers, cauliflower, broccoli, kale, and spinach. These vegetables do not work by magically pulling sugar out of your blood. Their real power comes from what happens when they become a regular part of your meals. They provide fiber and volume. They help you feel satisfied. They add vitamins, minerals, and plant compounds. Most importantly, They can replace some of the refined carbohydrates and heavily processed foods that may cause glucose to rise more rapidly. Start with one simple habit. At your next main meal, fill half your plate with non-starchy vegetables. Choose one or two from this list. Add a source of protein and keep the carbohydrate portion controlled. Pay attention to how the food is prepared. Steamed, roasted, grilled, raw, or lightly sautéed vegetables are very different from vegetables covered in sugar, flour, creamy sauces, or excessive oil. And remember, diabetes is not managed by one food alone. Regular movement, sleep, medication when prescribed, glucose monitoring, stress management, and an overall balanced eating pattern all matter. But every healthy meal is a vote for your future heart, kidneys, eyes, nerves, and blood vessels. Now tell us in the comments, which of these 10 vegetables do you already eat? And which one will you add to your next meal? If this video helped you, press the like button, subscribe to Healthy Fruits, and turn on notifications. Share this video with someone who is trying to improve their blood sugar naturally and safely. Your next meal may look simple, but inside your body, it can begin a powerful change.